afternoon, Flosstube. This is Tracy, Hands to Work. This is episode number 4, 5? How can I lose track already? Anyway, it's still less than 10, so I'm still new at this. I have some new things and finishes and purchases that I wanted to share this week. So Chuck and I just finished watching the Michigan Army game, which was very exciting. I love football. I love fall and football. I love the sound of football, especially college. We watch professional football, but we love college ball. We started out with the WVU game, and it wasn't good. They have a new coach. They have really young players, and I couldn't watch any more of it, so we turned it over to the Michigan game, which was very exciting. Went into overtime and Michigan won. So I came out earlier to do the video, and there was too much light and it kind of blew out the picture, so I thought I'd give it a try again. I'm out on my porch. This is our screened-in porch on the back of the house, so you will hear crickets and dogs and neighbors and you know, some different sounds around, but this is what it's like back here. It's very nice, very comfortable today. The weather has cooled off a little bit, and I think it's 79 or 80 degrees today and partly cloudy, so it's a great day. It's supposed to get up in the 90s in the middle of the week. I'm kind of over that, but everyone has closed their pools, and now it's just that dry heat. We did not get any rain from Dorian, the hurricane that will never end, it seems like. Some really horrible destruction that it caused in different areas, and other areas that expected to get hit. Florida, they were spared. So, but I think Virginia Beach got a lot of rain and wind, but over here in Western Virginia, we just got clouds. Didn't even get rain, and we could use some rain. So anyway, had a busy week. Last weekend, Chuck's mom came to visit. She's 88, or will be 88 in November, and she hadn't been down in a while. She has a hard time getting around, walks with a walker. She still lives at home by herself. And so she came down for a few days and got to see the grandkids and the great-grandkids, and so that was really nice for her, and it was nice for us to have her here with us. Then Chuck took her home and spent the night to help get her situated, took her to the grocery store and the pharmacy and that sort of thing. So he got back on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Tuesday I babysat Wyatt all day. He had a really nasty cold, and so he hung out with me for the day, which was nice. Then Wednesday, Carol Sims, Sampler Farm, and I went to In Stitches and had a really nice time, nice visiting with each other. She's the perfect traveling companion, easy to get along with, lots of things to talk about, and we had a real nice time. And I bought some things there, which I will share. And then yesterday, which was Friday, we went to Lori Breckland's Not Forgotten Farm and shopped, and also sat in her new studio and stitched for a few hours and had a really, really nice time. And of course I shopped there as well, so I always spend a lot of money at her shop. She has a lot of interesting things, and when you see her designs stitched up, they're so creatively framed. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. So anyway, I want to talk about what I'm working on. I've gotten a few things finished, and then lots of purchases. And I'm going to say this out loud. I ordered a lot of things, and I purchased a lot of things recently, and so no more charts. I cannot buy any more charts. I have more charts than I can't. No more. I'm not buying any more. I think I have everything I need. So that's my plan. So let me start with what I got at In Stitches. The first thing I got, I wear readers over top of my glasses, and it hurts my nose. It's just too much pressure I get. So I guess I got these glasses, and they're a 4, which is you know, have very strong magnification, but I can just wear those and not my glasses and see really well. So those were kind of fun and different. I got a snag nabbit. I've never had one of these, and I thought I needed it. Just one of those little things to keep in my bag. So actually, I'm not even really sure what it's for. I guess in case you get a thread that's pulled to the top or some fuzzies. I don't know, but I thought I needed it. So I also got the Pink House sampler from Plum Street Samplers, and I watched Saltbox Stitcher this morning, and she just got hers framed, and it is fabulous. I've looked at this so many times, and I wasn't even planning on buying it, but Carol, who is the ultimate enabler, was telling me how she was going to stitch it for her granddaughter, and then I stood there and I looked at it, and then finally it jumped into my hand, and I bought some of the flosses that I knew I didn't have to go with it. It is beautiful. So I got that one, and those sheep along the bottom are fabulous. And I got a, I don't know how big this is, Stitcher's Half Lakeside 40 count light exemplar, and it's just so pretty. I love Lakeside linen. So this is a nice neutral color that I can just pick up and use when I find something I want to stitch. I think that's all I got there. And I picked up a couple threads and a few things. So anyway, so that was fun. And then I got an order from Kitten Stitcher, Teresa. I got this maybe last week. I picked up Crown Bird Sampler from Plum Street. And I've seen this stitched up recently on Flosstube and Instagram. It is so pretty. So I got that one, and then I think it's Mary Darling that just finished this Turkey Love. I don't even remember this one from Plum Street, and I thought it was so cute, so I picked it up as well. And then this week from Kitten Stitcher, because she was having a sale since it is Sampler September, I have the fabric for this already, Harriet Salt. So I got this. I need the thread, and I don't love this red. I need a darker red maybe. I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna hold off until I find the right color to stitch. I've even considered using black. I don't feel bad about not using exactly what it's called for. So I don't know, but I have this. I got it on sale, and put that in my stash, and whenever I'm ready to stitch it, fabric, find the thread, I'll be ready to go. The fabric is 56 count, so I haven't stitched on that yet, and I'll have to make sure to get the correct thread that will be small enough silk, because that's a pretty small count of linen, but I think it'll be beautiful when it's done. Finishes, let's see. I finished this one a while ago, Christmas 1878 by Pineberry Lane, and I haven't done anything with it. And I just used an over-dyed thread that I had. I'm not even sure what it is. A darker red. I want to say it's Weeks, but I love it. It's just so simple, and I'll probably just finish it with a backing, and maybe some fusible interfacing, what do I want to call it, batting, and so it's kind of flat, and then lay it on my coffee table. But I love it. I love the simplicity of it. The other thing I finished was a red cottage, and I changed a few things on this. The roof had the black and then a white stripe, and I didn't love it, So I changed it, and also the sash of the windows, I changed it to brown, and I like it better. And the other thing I didn't do was I didn't fill in the windows and the door on the over one cottage. I just left them empty. They were a white, and I thought they were fine, just left them alone, and I love it. So because Carol told me I had to, I picked up Berry Cottage, so I can do this one next. And I'll do it on the same fabric, and the fabric I used was, now I forget, Fog Lifter at R&R, that's what it was. And I got a big piece of it, and so I have plenty left, but I had it laying on the little table in my family room. My husband had a plate of something and he splashed it on the linen and it left some marks. So I don't know if I need to over dye it again to help, because they're very noticeable, like just round circles like this. So I think I need to do something with that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I still have plenty even around those circles so that I can do the Berry Cottage and not have a problem with it. The other thing I wanted to show you, and I got this couple of these as a gift, and I thought they were so sweet and really pretty. Project bags. Isn't it gorgeous? Got that one, and I got this one. It's the polka dot bag, and I love the zipper on this one. It's a plastic zipper, but it has a metal pull on it. It's really nice. I like it very much. And you know, I need lots of project bags because I have lots of projects. Some other purchases that I've made. Well, I'll talk to you about the Not Forgotten Farm purchases in a second, but I wanted to show you a couple. I have a thing for houses. We all love houses and samplers, and I love houses sitting on a shelf or a cabinet. And I got these from Renee Plains, and she's on Instagram and Etsy, and she does pottery. So I bought 2 of these houses from her. I really like them, pottery houses. And there's a name for how she fired these, and I don't remember what it is. But this one in particular, it gives the kind of those black marks on it. I think it's really, really pretty. Well, then when I was in Target last week, I've gotten several of these houses for Christmas from the dollar spot. I think this was $3. But this one has the little candle in it, and I thought it was so cute. It was $3. So I picked this one up, and then when I was in Hobby Lobby, they had little ones, and they also have I think they had larger ones as well. Also has the little tea light in it, and it was $3 and then 40% off. So cute. So I need one more because you can't have even numbers. It's not right. And so now I am going to show you what I'm working on, since it is Sampler September. I got this, I showed this in a video, 1 or 2 videos back, but it's Lucy Red Sampler. And this is from Homespun Sampler, and it's from 1986, so it is an old one, but I love it. Now here is what I've decided. I know a lot of stitchers start on the bottom and work their way up, and I always wondered why, because I start in the top left-hand corner. And I think it is because they get to do the fun stuff first. I can't wait to get down to these houses, but I'm stuck up here in the alphabet, so I think they get their dessert first and do their vegetables last. It's all DMC, and here are the colors. And I am stitching it on an old piece of 40 count Cordy's, what is it called? Cordy's Special Blend from R&R, and really pretty. And as you can see, this had, I think this is an old Amy Mitten sampler that I had started and hadn't done anything with. So I was going through my, I like this color. I thought the color went really well with the thread. So I'm going to forget that one on the bottom and do this one. It's going to be really pretty. So I can't wait to get to the dessert part, because, you know, all those letters, I mean, they go quickly, and it's not hard. It's just very time consuming, and so by the time I finally get down to the houses, I'll be almost done. But anyway, that's how I work it. All right, more fun stuff. Here are some of the things that I got yesterday. First of all, Carol is always very, she always gives me nice little thoughtful things. And what she brought me yesterday is black walnuts. She brought me a bag of black walnuts so I can make some of my own black walnut spray. And I've had some in the past, used them all up, and it lasts forever. So I will make some of the black walnut dye and just put it in the fridge or freezer and have a little spray bottle to keep. And so she gave me a bunch. She gave me these, and then she also gave me some green ones. So it was so nice. Always shares. So when I was at Lori's, what we went down for was the scissors house. I love this thing. So you put your scissors up in the chimney, oops, which is really cute. And it has a magnet on both sides for your needle. And then it had 3 spools on the back. And I don't wrap my DMC. I always use the thread drops. So I had some of these old spools of silk thread and cotton thread. So I just put those on the back just for decoration, because I won't use it any other way. But I love it. It's just so cute and so handy. So I got that. Everyone needs to have one. And she sells them on her Etsy shop. And I want to say they're, I'm not going to say the price because I can't remember. I got this little frame. Gosh, I love it. I love the color. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here, but I'm thinking about a Santa or something. But anyway, I picked it up just so inspiration will strike. And she has all different colored ones, and she has different cuts on the top. Super cute. I got the Stitchers tray that will go on the arm. I got it for the arm of my love seat in my family room, but unfortunately it's overstuffed and this one won't fit. And so what you do is you pull the back, and then you set it over top of the arm of your chair or couch. But I do have other pieces of furniture this will fit on, so it's not like I can't use it. And then maybe I'll see about getting, she has another one that the little, I don't know, arms are end to end, so it's wider and you can put it on a wider arm. So I might have to go back, darn it. I also picked up, she has really nice fabric. So I got these 4 pieces of fabric because you always need pieces for backing and, you know, little things. So I really like these colors very much. I love this brown with has a little tiny pink flower in it, and then I got the pink that matches, and then just a brown, and then another different color brown, like a red brown or almost a purpley brown. Really pretty. Then she had fabric in there that people have brought in that she gives away, so I got a piece of black because you can always use black for something. And then this, I think I've actually had this fabric in the past. Polka dots, just a neutral over dyed. It's simple, and there's a lot of different things that I think I could use that for, so it's a nice piece to have in my stash. I also got this chart, and this is not a great picture, and from the picture alone I wouldn't have purchased this, but to see it stitched up, and I put a picture of this on Instagram yesterday, or this morning, I can't remember which, and when you see the picture, you'll get a better idea of how this looks. But the witch on the whale with the village that's upside down and the moon, and then this fabric, oh, I love it. And she said she just purchased the frame and then did a comb painting on it, which is pretty simple. So that's how I want to finish mine. I was thinking, this is stitched on a 28 count. And so I was thinking maybe stitching this on 28/1, so it'll just be small, and put it in a little frame. I love whales, and I just think it's so cool. But to see it in person, all of her pieces she's so creative. And the way she frames things, she had some pieces that she tacked onto a fabric backing in the frame, so you see some of that reproduction fabric either underneath or around it, and it looks so awesome. I love it. Really simple, but really striking and sets off the piece. So I got a lot of really good ideas. I always do. I get very inspired when I go down there, and if you ever have a chance to visit her shop, you won't be sorry, because you will see things in person that you never imagined by seeing them online, how awesome they are. They're just fabulous. So that was a lot of fun. She gave me Lori gave me one of those little ball tip needles. I had picked them up when I was at In Stitches, and they're really expensive, and I thought, oh, I just don't know. I mean, I have no problem spending money, but for some reason spending $8.50 on 2 needles just seemed frivolous, because I break needles, I drop them, what if I don't like them? And so she gave me one, which was super nice, and so I've been using it on the Lucy Red sampler, and it's not bad. It's different, and there's some things I don't like about it. And I think the biggest thing is when I am counting behind the fabric, I take my needle and count over the threads. And with that ball tip, you have to do it differently, because if you put too much pressure on it, the needle will hop across several threads and you lose count, and that's frustrating. So it does take some getting used to, but so far I like it. I don't know that I like it enough to buy more of them. We'll see. I'll keep stitching with this one for a while and see how it goes. I've already bent it. I mean, I have a lot of tension in my fingers, and my needles don't last a long time. So again, I don't know that I want to spend that much money on needles that I go through very quickly. We'll see. But anyway, it was very nice of her to share. She gave both me and Carol one, and I think Carol was using hers as well. I'm not sure that what her review will be. Mine is, I like it. I don't love it. I know some people have switched to those, and that's what they use exclusively. So another thing that I do in my videos is I go look at something from the vault, and I didn't want to take too long. I had a lot of things to show today, and so I didn't want the video to be too long, so I just have one thing to show you. And this is a class piece from Kathy Barrick, and it is a box, and we stenciled the bird on the top, and it has feet on the bottom and stenciling on the front. And then inside, I have some things in here. I have an antique needle book. I really don't know how old this is. Pieces of wool, like pages in a book, graduated sizes. And then this is it's stuffed, this part. And then there's this on the back. But it looks like a book. It's really cool. It's kind of a velvet that is on the outside of it, and there's some it looks like silk here, and then then a piece of ribbon over top of silk here. That's something I've had for a long time. I think this is a French General measuring tape that they came out with through Moda several years ago. Some needles and some ribbon and some more needles and some more needles. And this, I forgot I had this. Who sold these? Stacy Nash, maybe? They're two little antique buttons, piece of ribbon on the top, and then beeswax in the middle. And I had never really used beeswax, so I had gotten this. Don't quote me on the Stacy Nash thing, but I'm thinking that's who made them. Got it years ago at Market. But I have been using the wax a little bit here and there, so I might pull this out and start using it. And then on the inside of the box, there is a wool piece that we appliqued. It comes out. And it's that bird again, and I have a thing for birds. And then here is the back. And then I love how the ribbon is on there. It uses a button to attach the grosgrain ribbon. And then the ribbon comes up the sides so you can pull this piece in and out. I love it. I love the color. Look at that orange. It's just a beautiful piece. This is, gosh, this is probably at least, I would say, at least 15 years old. We did, oh, dog hair. Dog hair on everything. But like I said, it was a class piece, and Kathy has amazing ideas. She does some of the best classes, done some really cool things and learned things from her. They're always fun. They're always something that people of all different levels can accomplish and just make a great piece to set on furniture. This is one of my favorite pieces. So I think that's it for today. I will be back in another week or two, and hopefully we'll have some more things finished and have a good, be at a good place on Lucy Red. I hope to be moving quite, if I could finish it this month, that would be fabulous. I don't know, I'm a slow stitcher, but I'd love to get it done because it's going to be a beautiful piece. I hope you all have a good week. For those of you that are recovering from the storm, I hope all goes well, and for those of you that missed it, that's awesome, and I'm happy for you. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's progress on their samplers this month, and if you haven't started, join in the fun. I think the hashtag is Samplers September, and like I said, Kitten Stitcher, Teresa Vanette, has talked about it in her YouTube video, and she's been posting pictures. She posted a picture earlier this week of an antique that she purchased, and just a piece of it, it looks fabulous. So I can't wait for her to get busy because I know she has nothing else to do. She needs to get that, recreated for us so we can stitch it as well. Have a good week. Show your purchases, show your progress on your samplers, and I will see you soon. Thanks.